Hi, it's Gina Lee here. When I started my YouTube channel, it was completely about weight loss surgery and how I wanted to have a trail of, actually, that's not true. I wanted to do it to inspire others that may have been in my shoes or were in my shoes at the time when I had my surgery, vertical sleeve gastrectomy. So that's originally why I started my channel. But now I find it to be a platform for a place where someone who wants to watch my channel can, and not something like the platform of Facebook, where, I don't know, it's just, there's too much going on Facebook right now. So what I wanted to talk about today is, you know me, if you know me, or anything about me, I never post about political stuff. I was not into politics at all. I'm still not. But what I am into is how this whole pandemic has completely changed the world as we know it. Do you see that? Do you see that we're a different world already? That right now, April 17th, 2020, probably most of you on this day are sitting in your homes doing nothing by way of, yes, there's probably some activities you're doing or getting things done that you haven't done in the past. What I mean by doing nothing is you're kind of forced to stay at home. Yeah, you can leave your house. You could go for a drive. But you certainly can't socialize with your friends. You can't go to a restaurant and eat dinner at a table like you used to. You can't go on a date. I mean, what are you going to go on a date and do? You can't go to the movies. And you certainly can't go shopping for new clothes. You can online shop, I know, I get it. But the point I'm trying to make is we are living in our proverbial boxes now because the government says it's safe here for us, because we're doing it for the safety of the community to not spread the coronavirus. The economy went to crap in a month. 22 million people are on unemployment. That stemmed from 3.3 million at the beginning of this thing. I don't even want to go on, because we know what the news is about. We know what the news isn't about. We know it's fake. We know it's not fake. We know there's conspiracy theories. We know there's not. Whatever it is, the truth of the matter is we are being confined to our homes by way of other people, the government, the Surgeon General, our governors, and especially just the people around us. Because it's supposed to be to protect yourself or others from this virus. And I know I have a lot of friends that believe that. Close friends. I'm not buying into it. I'm just not. And I think it's crap the way that we just sit back and argue, number one, argue about all this. Yes, there's fake news. Yes, there's theories. Yes, I believe in a virus. I believe it's real. But I also wonder what the hell is going on. We are just sitting back, doing nothing, waiting for what? What are we waiting for? For the virus to pass? We're talking about vaccines, having it be mandatory. I'm just wondering if you realize that there's a bigger picture than just sitting in your proverbial box waiting for the virus to peak. And how strange it is that there's so much information out there that contradicts one another. And there's definitely people that believe a certain way. That's what it is. Because I know I'm not actually researching it. I know you're probably not researching it. What I mean by research does not mean Google it or read about it or do something on the internet. I mean, are you really there in it? No, none of us are. None of us are there. This is merely speculation from what we read or believe. And we tend to take that information, gather this and that, and we take a belief and we believe in it. That's what we do. My belief is there's something bigger that's happening. And I hate the thought of just sitting here doing nothing about it, but I don't know what to do. If any of you have a solution as to what we should be doing other than sitting in our proverbial box waiting for the pandemic to pass, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the other stuff. I'm talking about how we're just believing all this, how we're just sitting through all this and waiting for something else to happen. Do you think that life's really going to go back to normal when we're done with this? It isn't. It is not going to go back to whatever your normal was. I guarantee you. That's one thing I'm sure of. But I'd like us to come together with some answers on how we can make this better, and how we can come together and quit arguing about whether it's going to be this or that. There's going to be opinions like that everywhere. And I know if you're Ron Martin, you're not going to agree with anything I say. That's okay, because you never have, long before this came along. And I'm okay with it, because there are those people in my life that never agree with me on any subject. Okay, just so we can make that one clear. Ron, I don't even think you're going to watch this, but if you do. So, what can we do as a community, as one person, as two people, as four, as 8, as a community together, collectively, do to fix this? Because it's just getting worse. And all we're doing is just sitting on our asses, doing nothing. We literally are doing nothing. And we're all abiding by it. We put on our masks and walk around. We follow little footsteps on the ground, go in one door and out the other. We shun away from people because we think that we might give them the virus, or that we might get the virus from them. Oh, and then there's the fact that you may have the virus and not even know it. Okay. That'd be great. Maybe we all have the virus and don't know it. What's that matter? What does it matter? I don't want to argue. I don't want to hear what I've said wrong. I'm just telling you how I believe. And that's not going to change what I believe right now. But what I am open to is the idea of moving forward up to the next level of what we can do to fix this. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know your ideas. I'd love to know your ideas. And I've been guilty of this, of posting things about what's going on, about things that I believe. I've been guilty about posting all of those things. I get it now. I don't need to hear more because sometimes it's overwhelming. Yeah, stop watching the fake news. How do you know which one's fake and which one's real? Because you form an opinion around it. It's all based on your opinion, my opinion, your neighbor's opinion. That's what it's based on. Have you ever thought of why you join a religion? Maybe it's because your parents were in that religion. Maybe it's because you believe what the person's saying from the platform is speaking about. That's probably why you joined a religion. You felt the need to put God into your life. You listened to someone that gave some examples of how that felt to you, and you started going to church. There's, I don't know how many different religions, but a whole bunch. At least 100? I have no idea. I really have no idea. A whole bunch. Why do you choose one? Why do you choose one and you think it's the truth? Because that's what you believe in your heart. I get that. That makes sense to me. That's how I feel about this. Not that it's a religion, but that there's a million different ideas out there, and you choose the one you like because you're not the scientist that's studying this. You're not studying the testing that's being done. You're not studying the numbers and the graphs and everything else. I know you're not. I know you're not. But you are getting information and you're gathering it up and you're saying, that makes sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me. So great. I'm beyond that. What I'd like to know collectively as a community, what can we do to make this better today? Where can we go from here? How can we move our energy to the next level and stop complaining about what it is or what we think it is and where we're going to go with it? Let's do something. Let's make a movement here in the positive. Let's come together. Share your ideas. I'd love to hear them. Thank you.